Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we finally have the new V-Jump promo Warrior Lady effect reel. They hyped this up like 3 or 4 different times. On top of that, we've also got some new information for Dimension Force, which is the newer YuGiOh set. So let's go ahead and kick it off with the first card that was really hyped up. This is Propitious Warrior Lady. It is a warrior effect, Earth level 3 with 1000 attack and 800 defense points. It says you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part of it says when an attack is declared involving your other warrior monster and an opponent's face-up monster, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. That opponent's monster loses attack equal to its original attack until the end of this turn. So it's almost like an honest in that sense. Like whatever your monster has for attack, that's how much they're going to be taking most of the time. There might be some like exceptions to the rule, but on the second part of the effect, it says you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Earth warrior monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So it basically has the ability to protect your monster and potentially usually getting over your opponent's monster and basically dealing all that damage. It is going to be a level 3, so there might be some plays with it for just the second ability, just to get it into the graveyard for that ability to go into this card, then re-add back the card that you used maybe to go into like a link summon. So it does definitely have some potential, and I was thinking about like what other cards would be good with it. So here I've made a list of all of the cards that would be potentially usable with it. So here are the cards that technically work with it for the first part of the effect, and then I'm going to go over some of the cards that might be good for like the boosting. So as far as like the meta decks, there really isn't anything that's super meta, I would say right now, that is like an Earth Warrior based. I mean, there's the Warrock archetype, but that hasn't really seen too much like good actual competitive play. And then there's technically Buster Blade that works for it. There's also the X-Saber archetype, there's the UAs, the 6 Samurais, there's a Spiral Target. There's some just generic like warrior support that's also like Earth that can work with it, like Goblinberg, we got TG Striker, we got Halberd, and then Junk Forward, which this card does see some play too in some other decks. Thousand Blade's a little bit too old. You can maybe pull it off in some like cheesy plays. You'll also have Gyokis, and like I said before, I have seen some decks run Marauding Captain. It's like the Assault Warrior variants that can make use out of going for like the other warrior, like I was mentioning before. Then you go instantly into a like link summon, or if you want to synchro summon, then you use like that card's other effect just to re-add back one of the cards. So it could be good for that effect alone. Some other good targets that it could be utilized for are going to be like technically the other 6 Samurai Link monster. We have Henlei, and since it does make it so you can't have these as like targets to reduce your opponent's attack, and then you know you can get Goyo's effect or some other effect. You could also maybe use him with like a Last Warrior from Another Planet deck, which could be interesting as well, because they would just try to get over this via attack, and if you're able to prevent that, that could be there. These are just targets that people would maybe use just for the boost up. Now these don't qualify for the Earth target to reset, but it didn't really matter too much for the extra. It was more for the other cards in your main deck. But Baroness de Fleur is definitely going to be a meta card, and it could be something potentially that you could protect for a turn. That could be good. Also, Rusty Bardiche is a very popular card that people still use, and Utopic Future can be okay. There's probably a very slim chance that they would actually try to destroy this card by battle, but at the end of the day, if they happen to like do some part of the effect that would negate its effect by that, at the end of the damage step, you get to take control of that opponent's monster. So maybe that could be used for that. And then we have like Dante, that could be like another target, but there really wasn't anything that I saw like just right off the bat off of just like an Earth Warrior, or just like all of the like warrior monsters would be like the other like part of the target that would be like considered super meta. But if there is something that I left out that would be really good for a target, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But we're not done with the news yet. We also have information on Dimension Force that just got announced. So it's another core booster pack. So it's not going to be coming out until January 2022. So we probably within the next month or two will get information on like what's coming in here. But this is pretty cool though. It says that this pack has cards that will power up old themes as well as new themes, which could be pretty cool. I'm curious to know what you guys think Dimension Force is going to be including. I'm thinking maybe DD support, because like the Dimension Force in the name, like different dimension. That'd be cool to see. Like that card obviously is way too good. There's a lot of that kind of stuff that is just been kind of phased out. Obviously, Dimension Fusion and like Like all those cards are just super powerful. But what else could be in here? I'm thinking when I first think of like old themes, I'm thinking Blue Eyes Dark Magician. Those will always get some support, but it'd be cool to see if Gladiator Beast or Light Sworn or even Black Wings would get some support. Again, it doesn't really matter for the price point how many cards were packed, because in TCG we're getting this change anyways. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the news, guys. Let me know what you thought of the new card, as well as what do you think is going to be in Dimension Forest. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If this is your first time here, do you want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff when it gets announced, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see more very soon. But take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next vid. I'm out. Peace.